On Thursday, August 10th, 2023, I'm going to call the Parcel Map Review Committee meeting to order and ask if you can do a determination of quorum for us.
Okay. Rob Pierce,
Here.
Wes Rubio,
Here.
Wayne Handrock.
Here.
Chris is out, but we have Eric Young as his alternate
Here.
and Dale Wade.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Let's move on to the ethics law announcement.
Board members are reminded that if with respect to any matter or any person coming before the committee today, you've received a gift or a loan, you've received pecuniary interest, you have a commitment as a private capacity, such as a family, employment, business, or similar relationship, or you provide representation or counseling before an agency to a person or entity for compensation within the last year on a matter being considered, you must disclose that gift, loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation at the time the matter is being considered. You must abstain from deliberation or voting on the matter if it's clear the gift or loan, interest, commitment, or prior representation materially affect the independence and judgment of a reasonable person. Committee members are also reminded under the Planning Commission rules, if you have any contact outside this meeting with any persons interested in a matter coming before the committee today, you should disclose the nature of that contact at this meeting. Additionally, hold on just 1 second. Members of the public may submit public comment via Zoom or by dialing into the meeting by telephone. To provide comment via Zoom, log into the Zoom webinar at the above link. That is on the agenda. Utilize the raise hand feature during any public comment period. To provide public comment via telephone, only press 9 to raise hand and number 6 to unmute and unmute. Additionally, public comments can be submitted via email to washoe311 at washoe311@washoucounty.gov. The county will make reasonable efforts to send all emails received by 4 p.m. on August 9th to the committee prior to the meeting.
Thank you very much. We'll move on to the appeal procedure. Most decisions rendered by the Parcel Map Review Committee are appealable to the Board of County Commissioners. If you disagree with the decision of the Parcel Map Review Committee and you want to appeal its action, you may do so in writing within 10 calendar days from the date that the decision being appealed is signed by the Secretary of the Parcel Map Review Committee and mailed to the original applicant in the proceeding be it appealed in accordance with Washoe County Code. Please call the planning staff immediately at 328-6100 for information on the appeal procedure and application fee. Let's move on to the approval of the August 10th, 2023 agenda. Nope, that's not where we are. We're on public comment. Do we have any public comment this early?
I have no hands raised for public comment.
Okay, let's move on to the approval of the August 10th, 2023 agenda.
This is Wes. I'll move to approve the agenda.
Rob, I'll second it.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve the agenda of August 10th, 2023. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed? That passed unanimously. Thank you. Now we're moving to the approval of the July 13th draft minutes. If you have to approve any additions or corrections, let's hear about that. Does anybody have anything for the July 13th, 2023 minutes? Then it sounds like we can move on to a motion of approval.
This is Wes. I move to approve the minutes from the July 13th, 2023 meeting.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. I have a motion and a second to approve the July 13th minutes. All in favor, aye.
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 Opposed?
This is Rob. I abstain. I wasn't there.
Okay, one abstention. So we have an approval with one abstention and no votes. Let's move on to number 7, our project review items for today. 7A is tentative parcel map case number WTPM 23-0005, Brannenberg, for hearing, discussion, and possible action to approve a tentative parcel map dividing a 1.31 acre parcel into two parcels of 0.5 acres and 0.93 acres. And staff Katie Stark is here today. What do you have for us today, Katie?
I have a presentation for you. How's the audio?
Fine, thank you.
Great. Let me pull up my PowerPoint. Okay. Can everybody see that?
Yes.
Thank you. So Katie Stark, Washoe County Planning. The case before us is parcel map WTPM 23-0005 for Brandenburg. The request is to divide a 1.431 acre parcel into two parcels. One of those proposed parcels will be 40,539 square feet, and the second will be 21,782 square feet. The parcel is located in the Southeast Truckee Meadows planning area inside the Truckee Meadows service area. The regulatory zone is MDS. Maximum lot potential is 2, and the number of lots on the parcel map is 2. The minimum lot size requirement is 1/2 acre, and the minimum size on the parcel map is 1/2 acre. Just a question, do you see the toolbar as I'm presenting? Is that in your way or just my way?
Just yours.
No.
Excellent. Thank you. The minimum lot width required is 80 feet. The minimum lot width on the parcel map is 93.85 feet. On the Southeast Truckee Meadows development suitability map, parcels shown most suitable for development, and it's located in the Truckee Meadows hydrographic basin. The parcel is undeveloped. Setbacks for MDS are 20 feet from front and rear property lines, 8 feet from side yard property lines. Shouldn't be any problem developing the proposed parcels. Again, marked as most suitable for development. There's a modifier in the for the Southeast Truckee Meadows planning area in the development code that requires a little bit of a different parcel size for MDS in their planning area. So when a parcel is abutting other developed MDS parcels that are 1/2 acre in size or greater, then any other created parcels need to be that size. So proposed parcel 1A is going to be 0.93 acres, and proposed parcel 1B will be 1/2 acre. So they're meeting that requirement. There's a handful of policies from the Southeast Truckee Meadows area plan that do apply. I'll run through them fairly quickly. The first SETM.2.13 relates to the same piece of information we just discussed. Basically, the MDS parcels need to be 1/2 acre. These will be at least 1/2 acre. For SETM.10.5, there's a requirement that regional sparks and open space will look at new development and evaluate for potential trail connections. Parks did review the application and had no comments or conditions. SETM.11.2 is a requirement to meet air quality standards. Air quality did review and had no comments. These next two are related to appropriate water rights. So this was a little bit more complex because the parcel was surrounded by all sorts of other parcels, some some on well, some connected to water. But basically, we have a good set of conditions in the conditions of approval from Washoe County Water Rights. State Water also reviewed, kind of laying out the path. So there are options for either well or connection to Tumwa. Various agencies reviewed the application. Any conditions they supplied are included in the conditions of approval. And staff is recommending approval of the proposed parcel map. And I'm available for any questions if you have them.
Thank you very much, Katie. Let's go ahead and go around the room here and see if we have any input or questions. Wayne, do you have anything on this one? All right. Rob?
No, sir, not at this time. Thank you.
Okay. Wes, you got anything for us on this one?
Yes, I have a quick question. I know the requirement is that both parcels have to connect to sewer, but on the notes on the map, note 7 says sewer disposal shall be by connection to public sewer system except for parcel C3. But I don't know what parcel C3 is because it's not listed here. So I didn't know if that was an error that they can just fix or if there's something I'm missing.
I am not aware of a parcel C3 either. Just the
That's why I wanted
two,
to ask.
just the two proposed. So
So then we can address that through the approval process.
what
As a
are
note.
you? What were you looking at? Is it one of the conditions or?
No, it's actually on the parcel map that was proposed with the notes that they have proposed. So you're looking at page 37.
Okay.
So they added the note to address the comments,
Okay.
but it says except for parcel C3. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't missing something and there was something else in here with a C3 on it, or C3 was referencing a different parcel on the map. So I just wanted to
No.
clarify and make sure that when it all goes through, it goes through without a funky hitch.
Well, they have to remove that reference to a third parcel then.
Yeah.
That would be the third
Yeah.
parcel. Right.
I figure we could tackle that when we get to the motion.
Sounds like a great plan. Thank you for catching it.
I just wanted to clarify. That's all. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dale, do you have anything for us today? Okay, then. I don't either. Thank you for catching that, Wes. Do we have any public comment on this?
There are no hands raised for public comment.
Okay, and the applicant apparently isn't here. I believe that wraps it up for our discussion. Then I'm gonna close the public hearing, bring it back to us. I believe we've discussed this to the fullest we're going to at this point. So I'm gonna call for a motion on this.
This is Wes, Health District. I'll tackle the motion. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approved parcel map case number WTPM 23-0005 for Joe Brandenburg, subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, and make the determination that the following criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Section 110.606.30E, and that is 1I through 9, with the addition of remove the note on the parcel map for note 7 referencing a parcel C3.
Okay, I listened to that pretty closely. It seemed to capture for me. Do we have a second on that?
Wayne
Dale
Handrock,
Wayne.
second. You're only going through 9, aren't there 12? The next page, page 10.
Well, if I had scrolled down, it would have been through 12. So I'll reference my motion to I through 12, 1 through 12.
Wow,
Thank you, Rob.
thank you for catching that.
And then modified second.
Okay. We've got a
Correct,
motion
Wade?
and second. Any further discussion? All right, then I'll call for the vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed? None, so that is approved unanimously with the one change to the final map requested. Thank you, everybody. Let's move on to 7B. Definitive parcel map case number WTPM 23-0007 for laws. For hearing, discussion, and possible action to approve a tentative parcel map dividing a 1.11 acre parcel into 3 parcels of 16,022 square feet, 16,310 square feet, and 16,290 square feet. And once again, we have planner Katie Stark with us today. What can you tell us about this one, Katie?
All right, let me get this one up. Okay, let me know when you have it full screen.
We're good.
Okay, great. The case before you is WTPM 23-0007 for laws. The request is to take a 1.11 acre parcel and divide it into 3 parcels. Parcel 1 would be 16,022 square feet, parcel 2, 16,310 square feet, and parcel 3, 16,290 square feet. The properties are located in the Sun Valley planning area inside of the TMSA. The regulatory zone is medium density suburban. Maximum lot potential is 3 and number of lots on the parcel map is 3. Minimum lot size requirement is 12,000 square feet and minimum lot size on the map is 16,022 square feet. Minimum lot width requirement is 80 feet with a minimum of 98.9 feet on the map. It is indicated as most suitable for development on the Sun Valley Development Suitability Map and is located in the Sun Valley Hydrographic Basin. This image shows there are already 3 mobile homes on the property and a handful of small sheds. You can see the sheds on proposed parcel 1 and 2, and we will discuss those as we move through the slides. So the setbacks for medium density suburban, 20 feet from front and rear yard property lines and 8 feet from side yard property lines. The 3 homes already on the parcel will meet those setbacks if this parcel map is approved. There were also that handful of sheds that we saw. One of the sheds on parcel 1 is within the east side yard setback and also within a public utility easement. So there are 2 conditions addressing that in the conditions of approval. Exhibit A, one is from planning and one from engineering regarding moving that shed out of that setback and out of the public utility easement. So there are no setback measurements shown for the remaining sheds on parcels 1 and 2. So there are code requirements regarding setbacks for accessory structures in Washoe County Code Section 110.306.10B. If an accessory structure is 12 feet in height or less, it can be 5 feet or more from rear and side yard property lines. And if it's 12 feet high or more, than the standard regulatory zone setbacks must be met. In this case, that's the MDS setbacks. There is a condition in Exhibit A requiring that the applicant shows those setbacks and shows that they're being met. If they're not being met, the sheds will either need to be moved or removed before the final map is recorded. So there are a couple of requirements in the development code in the Sun Valley Area Plan modifiers. The first is related to residential development of 1 unit or more per acre being connected to community water and sewer facilities. That is the case. They are connected. The existing mobile homes are connected to water and sewer from Sun Valley General Improvement District. The second requirement is similar. It's related to new parcels being connected to with a recognized water purveyor, which again has already occurred with Sun Valley General Improvement District. There are also a couple of policies in the Sun Valley Area Plan that need to be met. Again, the same things we just discussed. There's a requirement to connect to community water, requirement to connect to community sewer. They're already connected via Sun Valley General Improvement District. Sun Valley General Improvement District also reviewed and approved the application. So a handful of agencies shown here did review the application. Any conditions they provided are included in Exhibit A. There's one that I want to call out in particular and ask if we can remove when the motion is made. And you should have received this if you had a chance to check sometime. I believe it was late this morning via email, and it's posted on the website. An email from the State Water Nevada Division of Water Resources employee Steve Schell. So what we realized was that the general condition that Steve provided was discussing Truckee Meadows Water Authority service and connection, and a will serve letter and sign off on a Mylar by the state engineer. So after reaching out and checking on that, of course, they're using Sun Valley General Improvement District water, plan to continue doing so. Mr. Schell is fine with that, said no further action was required, and that the state engineer does not need to sign off on the map. So that condition 6A isn't necessary. So staff is recommending approval of the proposed parcel map and with removal of that condition 6A from the conditions of approval. And I am available for questions.
Thank you, Katie. Do we have any questions? We'll start with Wayne.
Not at this time.
Okay, thank you. Rob?
I have nothing at this time. Thank you.
Thank you. Dale?
Nothing.
Wes?
No, sir. Thank you.
Katie, can you show me the picture of the parcels again?
Sure. Which one did you want?
I'm interested in the access easement.
Yeah, all right. Give me just a second to pull that back up again. And I'm gonna hope I'm clicking on the right one. I've got a lot of options here. Let's give it a go. Eric, let me know when we hit the one that you want. Are you wanting?
That's fine. Is that the easement there on the bottom?
There is it's hard to see. It's a little faint when it's small like this, but there's a 5-foot public utility easement that's running around the edge basically of each of these parcels. Oh, sorry. Okay. I did not intend to go back there. I'll be careful with the cursor. And then down along that south edge of parcel 1 and parcel 2, they're showing a 20-foot private and emergency access easement.
Okay. And so because it's 20 feet, they can still measure from the property line instead of the edge of the access easement for their setback. Is that right?
Correct, but even if they could not, they would still meet it, measuring the 20 from the edge of the, so they have abundant room there, yeah.
And how does parcel number 3 determine its front yard?
I would say over here on the west side where the access comes into the parcel
So
would be
just
the front.
area, so when they call on the pod and ask where the front yard is, or where they can put their 4.5-foot fence versus their 6-foot fence,
Correct.
it's just that area 20 feet back from that access easement.
I know there's always a lot of debate on these, but I would consider that west property line the front, because that's where the access hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I was interested in.
Yeah.
Okay, do we have any public comment on this today?
No hands raised for public comment.
No hands raised, and the applicant isn't here as well. So we'll move on. I think I'll close the public hearing, bring it back to us.
And Eric, sorry to interrupt you. I think the applicant is online, Justin Moore.
Yeah, that would be the applicant. Yeah.
Yes, there,
Awesome.
he's got his hand raised. Okay.
Justin, if you'll unmute and state your name for the record, please.
Hi, good afternoon. Justin Moore with Odyssey Engineering, and I am here as the applicant for the Laws Family Trust. And if you have any additional questions, I'm here to answer.
Thank you, Mr. Moore. I think everybody is satisfied at this point. So thank you for being here, and we're going to move on to a possible motion, which I think Katie has already provided the one change that she is requesting, and none of us have requested changes. So the motion that Katie provided should be adequate.
If we're ready, I can move.
Yes, sir, we are.
This is Wes Rubio. I move that after giving reasoned consideration to the information contained within the staff report and the information received during the public meeting, that the Washoe County Parcel Map Review Committee approve parcel map case number WTPM 23-0007 for Laws Family Trust, subject to the conditions of approval included as Exhibit A with the staff report, with the removal of condition A on that, or condition 6A on that staff report. And make the determination that the following criteria is or will be adequately provided for pursuant to Washoe County Code Section 110.606.30E. And that's 1 through 112.
This is Rob. I'll second it.
Thank you for that. And both the motion and the seconder are comfortable that all the necessary scrolling was done? Okay, thank you. So I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? No, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All opposed? No, so that passes unanimously. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Moore. We'll move on to agenda item number 8, reports and future agenda items. No one has asked me to bring any future agenda items to us, other than I'm sure we'll have some more parcel maps to look at, but I don't have anything else. Does anybody else would like to put something on the agenda to discuss? Not even just to irritate Chris or to surprise him that he has to talk about something when he comes back at the next meeting? Okay. Then we'll move on to 8B, legal information and updates. Do you have anything for us today, Mr. Large?
I think we're legal.
May I ask if you think this may be your last PMRC meeting?
Well, I'm going to be covering for Jen and for Beth when they can't do it. I actually enjoy doing the planning work, but it looks like they're switching me off of it and putting somebody else on because I'm too busy in my other assignments. So, I'll still be around, working with you guys when I can.
Well, we get that, and we understand that there's the traditional cycling rotation that occurs, and we understand that. But I did want to just take a moment to say that we really appreciate your participation here. Great attitude. we have a lot of fun, joking around sometimes, but I can remember when we used to do these in a room.
Yeah.
To have to come from your building over here to participate. So thank you for that. Thank you for always doing that. And as much joking around as we do, it's a really serious thing that you do for us. So thank you for that. And we'll see you down the road.
Thanks, Eric.
Sure thing. Agenda item number 9, any additional public comment today, Adriana?
No public comments.
All right, then I believe we're on to number 10, adjournment. Thank you, everybody. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Adjourned.
Thank you all. Good job, Eric.
Thank you. Take care.